Grand, good, okay. So yeah, this is a much more whistle-stop type of presentation. So we know this already. Sorry, just in my notes here, we're talking. It's just an overview of Water Safety Scotland, but we don't need that, and an overview of the drowning prevention strategy. But anyway, another basic, like an outcome or a target of Scotland's drowning prevention strategy and the ministerial action plan is around comms. And the sub-target of the strategy, which is specific to comms, is to promote public awareness of water-related risks and ensure a consistent message across campaigns and communications. And that is the work that was taken on primarily by the comms subgroup of Water Safety Scotland. So the comms outputs primarily focus on the Water Safety Code and the 3 stages of water safety messaging, which is consistent and agreed by Water Safety Scotland partners. And we'll look at those areas in more detail now. So the comms subgroup that I mentioned comprises comms experts from several organisations across Scotland. These partners came together and agreed consistent messaging relating to various aspects of water safety, as well as agreed comms relating to serious water-based incidents. So we want everyone in Scotland to receive clear and consistent advice from Water Safety Scotland, plus all of our partners. Therefore, this partner agreed messaging should be agreed during different phases should be issued during different phases of a water-based incident. So we've broken that down into prevention messaging, incident messaging, and post-incident messaging. So we'll examine those different phases now. So the fullest focus really we've given is to prevention, and we've developed a wide-ranging toolkit of assets and messaging for use on social media channels. So it consists of core water safety advice, as well as a monthly calendar of focused water safety advice that changes basically to suit the month and season. And the toolkit is freely available, and encouragement is given to be used by all partners, as this gives consistency again of messaging across the water safety landscape, as well as serving to amplify the messaging. And a further focus of the comms group is to raise awareness of the Water Safety Code, and we'll look at that in a wee minute. But this slide just gives an example of the sort of assets that are available. So as Carly mentioned, these are available in the members section of the Water Safety Scotland website as a WeTransfer download. So anyone who's interested in using these, please visit that part of the site. So the comms aspect of a water-based incident serves to provide a consistent and unambiguous public message that can be issued during a serious water-based incident. It's vital that incident information issued by search and rescue organisations and entering the public domain is accurate and consistent, and in no way misleads or confuses members of the public. It is therefore suggested by Water Safety Scotland that all relevant organisations use a Water Safety Scotland agreed standard statement when issuing comms relating to a water-based emergency. This is available to all relevant agencies via the Water Safety Scotland website. Again, so looking at post-incident messaging, again, the aim of the comms relating to post-incident phase serves to provide, again, a consistent and unambiguous public message that can be issued in the period following a serious water-based incident. Although this is a standard statement, again, reference should be made to the Water Safety Code as well as relevant assets and messaging from the prevention phase, but only after clearance from Police Scotland as the lead agency would we begin to issue particular prevention messaging relating to an incident. So just very briefly to cover the Water Safety Code. So it is basically the key piece of work that runs through everything that Water Safety Scotland does. Again, this code was developed in collaboration with our partners, and it is the advice we want people to retain and recall so that they can make safe, informed choices when in and around water. So it's a 3-step code. I'm sure we're all familiar with it. Stop and think, spot the dangers, stay together, stay close, and in an emergency, call 999. And as I've already covered, the 3 steps frame the water safety lessons that we've developed and that are being used in schools. We want to promote and display the Water Safety Code in as many avenues as possible across Scotland, again, to aid in that consistency of messaging. We believe that the more times someone is exposed to this advice, the more likely it is that the advice will be retained and recalled if needed. As well as promoting through our social media channels, the Water Safety Code has been displayed on large screens in football grounds, concert venues, the Visit Scotland website, and in travel hubs. We've also linked it via QR code on water sports equipment at point of sale in some retailers, and we hope to extend the reach of this further in this way. We've also we've developed different versions of the Water Safety Code to make the advice specific to certain activities that the data points to as leading, as you know, having a lot of water-related fatalities such as angling, diving, stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking, and open water swimming, and we will continue to promote these in places relevant to those activities. Finally, we have had the Water Safety Code translated into the 7 most widely used languages in Scotland, just to ensure that language is not a barrier to receiving this crucial advice. Thank you so much again for your time.